Friendship is one of the most beautiful relationships in life. It thrives on shared memories, laughter, and support. But what happens when distance separates two close friends? Does distance weaken the bond, or does it test and strengthen it? In today's world where people relocate for studies, jobs, or personal growth, maintaining long distance friendships has become a challenge. However, true friendship is not measured by proximity, but by connection, effort, and understanding. Friendship, like any meaningful relationship, thrives on communication. When distance separates two friends, staying in touch becomes not just a necessity, but the very foundation that keeps the bond alive. However, maintaining communication in a long-distance friendship is not just about exchanging messages now and then. It requires effort, intention, and consistency. One of the biggest challenges of long-distance friendships is the lack of spontaneous interactions. Unlike friendships where people can meet casually at a coffee shop or run into each other at events, long-distance friendships rely entirely on planned communication. This means that without deliberate effort, the connection can weaken over time. But with the right approach, communication can become a bridge rather than a barrier. First and foremost, it's important to establish a rhythm that works for both friends. Not everyone has the same schedule, and life's responsibilities can sometimes get in the way. Some friends may prefer daily check-ins, while others may find weekly or even monthly conversations more manageable. The key is to find a frequency that feels natural without making the friendship feel like an obligation. A simple text in the morning, a voice note sharing a funny moment, or a call at the end of the week can keep the bond alive. Technology has made long-distance friendships easier to maintain than ever before. With video calls, social media platforms, and instant messaging apps, friends can stay connected despite being miles apart. Video calls in particular add a personal touch, allowing friends to see each other's facial expressions and emotions, making interactions feel more meaningful. Even sending voice notes instead of texts can create a stronger sense of presence, as hearing a friend's voice often feels more personal than reading words on a screen. Beyond just casual conversations, meaningful communication involves sharing both the highs and lows of life. It's easy to update a friend about exciting news, but true connection comes from sharing struggles, disappointments, and challenges as well. When friends are physically apart, it can sometimes feel like they are living in separate worlds. That's why it's crucial to make an effort to be part of each other's lives by discussing work, family, personal goals, and even everyday experiences. This ensures that distance does not create emotional gaps. Consistency does not mean overwhelming each other with constant interaction. Instead, it's about being present and reliable. Even if one friend is busy and unable to talk for a while, a quick message to check in can make a big difference. A simple "Hey, how have you been?" or "Thinking of you today" can remind your friend that they are still valued and important. Another important aspect of communication in long-distance friendships is active listening. Many people communicate, but few truly listen. When your friend shares their thoughts or problems, pay attention, ask follow-up questions, and respond with care. This makes them feel heard and understood, reinforcing the emotional connection. In long-distance friendships, effort is everything. It's not about how often you talk, but how meaningful those conversations are. The best friendships are the ones where, no matter how much time passes, you can always pick up right where you left off. Consistent communication ensures that no matter how many miles separate two friends, their bond remains strong and unbreakable. Maintaining a long-distance friendship isn't just about staying in touch through messages and calls, it's about finding ways to create shared experiences despite the physical separation. One of the most effective ways to keep the bond alive is by planning virtual or physical meetups. While nothing can truly replace in person interactions, modern technology provides countless opportunities to bridge the gap, ensuring that friends can still enjoy quality time together no matter where they are. Virtual meetups, bringing friends closer despite the distance. In today's digital age, distance is no longer a barrier to spending time with loved ones. Virtual meetups have become a fantastic way to maintain friendships, providing an opportunity to engage in shared activities even when miles apart. The key is to be intentional about scheduling these interactions, ensuring they become a regular part of the friendship rather than an occasional occurrence. One of the easiest ways to connect virtually is through video calls. Platforms like Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, and Google Meet allow friends to see each other's faces, making conversations more engaging and personal. Unlike texting, video calls enable friends to pick up on non-verbal cues like facial expressions and body language, creating a more immersive experience. Scheduling a weekly or bi-weekly video call can help maintain the closeness of the friendship, providing a space to catch up, share life updates, and simply enjoy each other's company. Beyond just talking, virtual meetups can be made even more exciting by incorporating activities that both friends enjoy. For example, watching a movie or TV show together using platforms like Teleparty, formerly Netflix Party, allows friends to sync their viewing experience while chatting in real time. This recreates the feeling of a movie night, making the distance feel less significant. Similarly, playing online games together, whether it's a multiplayer video game, a mobile game like Words with Friends, or even a virtual board game, adds an element of fun and teamwork to the friendship. For those who enjoy reading, starting a virtual book club can be a great way to stay connected. Choosing a book to read together and setting a date to discuss it can create meaningful conversations and a shared sense of accomplishment. The same concept can be applied to podcasts, where friends listen to the same episode and then discuss their thoughts, making it an engaging intellectual exchange. Cooking or eating meals together over a video call is another creative way to make virtual meetups feel more personal. Friends can plan to cook the same recipe and enjoy a meal while chatting, replicating the experience of dining out together. Even simple activities like taking a virtual walk, where both friends go for a stroll in their respective locations while staying on a call, can foster a sense of togetherness despite being miles apart. Physical meetups, strengthening the bond in real life. While virtual meetups are a fantastic way to maintain a long-distance friendship, nothing quite compares to the joy of seeing a friend in person. Planning occasional physical meetups can significantly strengthen the bond, allowing for deeper connections and the creation of lasting memories. If circumstances allow, making an effort to visit each other, even if it's just once a year, can make a huge difference. Traveling to meet a friend shows dedication and a genuine desire to keep the friendship alive. Whether it's for a special occasion like a birthday, a holiday, or simply a spontaneous trip, these reunions create cherished moments that make up for the time spent apart. When planning a meetup, it's important to be flexible and considerate of each other's schedules and financial situations. Traveling can be expensive and time-consuming, so discussing options in advance and finding a middle ground is essential. Some friends choose to meet halfway in a new city, turning the visit into an exciting adventure where they can explore a different place together. Others may decide to host one another, giving each friend a chance to experience their friend's world firsthand. If traveling isn't feasible, sending thoughtful gifts, handwritten letters, or care packages can be another way to make a long-distance friendship feel tangible. Receiving a package filled with favorite snacks, a meaningful souvenir, or a heartfelt letter can bring immense joy and reinforce the connection between friends. Ultimately, the key to sustaining a long-distance friendship lies in making an effort to spend time together, whether virtually or physically. Distance may create physical separation, but intentional meetups, whether online or in person, can ensure that the emotional connection remains as strong as ever. Friendship is not just about sharing laughter and good times, it is also about standing by each other during struggles, disappointments, and hardships. True friends are not only present for celebrations and achievements, but also offer comfort, encouragement, and reassurance when life gets tough. In a long distance friendship, providing support can be challenging because physical presence is missing. However, emotional presence is just as powerful, if not more so. The essence of a strong friendship lies in the ability to be there for one another, even when miles apart. One of the most crucial aspects of supporting a long distance friend is active listening. In difficult times, people often do not seek solutions, they just want to be heard and understood. A good friend listens without judgment, offering a safe space where feelings and emotions can be freely expressed. When your friend is going through a tough situation, take the time to truly listen. Ask open-ended questions, allow them to share their thoughts and validate their feelings. Saying simple but meaningful words like "I hear you," "that sounds really difficult," or "I'm here for you" can provide immense comfort. Another important way to offer support is checking in regularly, especially when you know your friend is facing a challenge. A text message, voice note, or call to ask, "How are you holding up?" Or "Is there anything I can do to help?" reminds your friend that they are not alone. Sometimes people hesitate to reach out when they are struggling, fearing that they might be a burden. That is why taking the initiative to check in can make a significant difference. It reassures them that someone genuinely cares. Encouragement is another pillar of support in long-distance friendships. Life is full of obstacles, whether it's a stressful job, academic pressure, family struggles, or personal insecurities. A good friend acts as a cheerleader, offering words of motivation and inspiration. Remind your friend of their strengths, past achievements, and their ability to overcome difficulties. A heartfelt message such as "I believe in you," "You've handled challenges before, and you'll get through this too," or "You're stronger than you think," can boost their morale and help them keep going. Celebrating achievements is just as important as offering comfort during hardships. When your friend reaches a milestone, whether big or small, acknowledge it and express your happiness for them. It could be something significant like graduating, getting a promotion, or starting a new business, or something personal like overcoming a fear or completing a goal. Even from afar, you can celebrate with them by sending a congratulatory message, a video call toast, or even a small gift as a token of appreciation. Joy multiplies when shared, and showing excitement for your friend's success strengthens the bond between you. During tough times, practical support can also go a long way. If your friend is feeling overwhelmed with stress, suggest helpful strategies, offer to brainstorm solutions together, or simply provide reassurance that they don't have to face their struggles alone. If they are dealing with a loss or heartbreak, remind them that healing takes time and that you are available to listen whenever they need to talk. Sharing inspirational quotes, uplifting songs, or even a funny meme can bring a smile to their face and remind them that better days are ahead. Sometimes supporting a friend means respecting their need for space. Not everyone copes with challenges in the same way. Some people prefer to talk things out, while others need time to process their emotions privately. It's important to be patient and let your friend know that you are there whenever they are ready to reach out. The key is to strike a balance between being available and not overwhelming them. In long-distance friendships, support is not always about grand gestures, it's about small, consistent acts of kindness and care. Whether through words of encouragement, heartfelt conversations, or simply being a steady presence in their life, the power of emotional support can make even the greatest distance feel insignificant. Trust is the foundation of any strong friendship, and in a long distance friendship, it becomes even more essential. When two friends are separated by miles, they don't have the luxury of frequent face to face interactions, which means misunderstandings can arise more easily. Without clear and open communication, small misinterpretations can grow into unnecessary conflicts, weakening the bond between friends. That's why maintaining trust and resolving misunderstandings effectively is crucial for keeping the friendship strong despite the distance. One of the main reasons misunderstandings occur in long distance friendships is the lack of non-verbal communication. In-person conversations, body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice all help convey emotions and intentions. However, in digital communication, especially through text messages, these subtle cues are missing. A simple message like "okay" or "I'll talk to you later" might be meant in a neutral or positive way, but without tone and context, it can sometimes be misinterpreted as cold or distant. This is why being mindful of how you communicate is essential. If something seems unclear, instead of assuming the worst, it's always best to clarify. A simple "hey, I just wanted to check, did you mean this in a certain way?" can prevent unnecessary hurt feelings. Another important aspect of avoiding misunderstandings is honest and open communication. In a long-distance friendship, both friends must be willing to express their thoughts and feelings clearly. If something is bothering you, address it rather than letting resentment build up. At the same time, if your friend seems distant or different, don't jump to conclusions, give them the space to explain. Sometimes life gets busy and a friend may not be as responsive as usual. Instead of assuming they are losing interest in the friendship, it's better to ask, "Hey, I noticed you've been quiet lately. Is everything okay?" This opens the door for understanding rather than conflict. Trust in a long-distance friendship also means respecting each other's time and space. While it's great to stay in touch regularly, it's equally important to understand that both friends have their own lives, responsibilities, and challenges. Just because a friend doesn't reply immediately doesn't mean they don't care. Everyone has moments when they need to focus on work, family, or personal issues. Instead of demanding constant attention, a strong friendship allows room for independence while still maintaining a deep connection. One of the best ways to strengthen trust is by being reliable and keeping your word. If you promise to call at a certain time, make an effort to follow through. If you commit to making plans, honor them. Long-distance friendships require effort from both sides, and keeping promises, even small ones, helps build trust and shows that you value the relationship. When one friend consistently cancels plans or doesn't follow through on commitments, the other may start feeling unimportant or neglected. That's why being dependable is a crucial part of keeping the friendship strong. In addition to reliability, loyalty plays a huge role in maintaining trust. In a long-distance friendship, you may not always be aware of what's happening in each other's daily lives, but you should always feel confident that your friend has your back. Avoid gossiping about your friend to others, and never betray their trust by sharing personal details they've confided in you. If someone speaks negatively about your friend, stand up for them. A true friend remains loyal even when distance separates them. Misunderstandings can also arise from differences in expectations. Some friends may expect frequent check-ins, while others may be more independent and comfortable with occasional conversations. Instead of assuming that one approach is right or wrong, it's helpful to discuss expectations early on. Asking questions like, how often would you like to catch up? Or what's the best way for us to stay connected? Ensures that both friends are on the same page and can adjust their communication style accordingly. Lastly, forgiveness and understanding are essential in a long distance friendship. No friendship is perfect and mistakes will happen. A friend might forget an important date, take longer than usual to respond, or unintentionally say something that hurts. Instead of holding grudges, practicing forgiveness strengthens the bond. A simple conversation can clear up most misunderstandings, and being willing to let go of minor issues prevents unnecessary tension. At its core, maintaining trust in a long-distance friendship is about being honest, understanding, and patient. It requires effort from both friends to communicate effectively, support each other, and avoid making assumptions. When trust is strong, no amount of distance can weaken the connection. Long-distance friendships require continuous effort to remain strong and fulfilling. Unlike friendships where regular in-person meetups naturally maintain the connection, distance can sometimes lead to monotony or a feeling of emotional drift. That's why it is important to be proactive in keeping the friendship exciting, engaging, and meaningful. The key is to ensure that conversations don't become repetitive or feel like routine check-ins, but instead remain fresh, fun, and emotionally enriching. One of the best ways to keep a long-distance friendship exciting is by creating shared experiences, even from afar. Just because you are physically apart doesn't mean you can't do things together. Plan activities that make interactions more dynamic. Watch movies simultaneously using streaming services with group watch features. Play online multiplayer games, or even take virtual museum tours together. These shared activities create moments that feel more interactive than just messaging or calling, bringing the friendship to life in a way that goes beyond simple conversations. Another great way to keep things interesting is starting fun traditions that make the friendship feel unique. This could be something as simple as sending each other voice notes every morning, sharing Throwback Thursdays with old pictures, or even starting a monthly theme challenge like a fitness challenge, book club, or cooking challenge where you both try new recipes and share the results. Having traditions gives both friends something to look forward to, reinforcing the friendship even when life gets busy. Surprises can also add an exciting element to a long-distance friendship. Sending unexpected gifts, handwritten letters, postcards, or care packages can brighten your friend's day and remind them of your presence in their life. The surprise doesn't have to be expensive sometimes. A small but thoughtful gesture like creating a personalized playlist or mailing a funny meme that reminds you of them can mean a lot. Planning a surprise visit, if possible, is another way to create unforgettable memories that strengthen the bond. It's also important to make conversations deeper and more meaningful rather than just sticking to surface-level check-ins. Instead of always asking, "How was your day?" try discussing thought-provoking topics like dreams, fears, future plans, or personal growth. Having deep conversations fosters emotional closeness, making the friendship feel more significant despite the distance. You can also use question-based games or personality quizzes to learn new things about each other, keeping the dynamic fresh and engaging. Another way to make the friendship more meaningful is by supporting each other's personal growth. Encourage others to pursue goals, try new things, and improve in different areas of life. If your friend is working towards a big goal like starting a business, learning a new skill, or focusing on self-improvement, be their biggest supporter. Celebrate their milestones, check in on their progress, and even hold each other accountable for personal goals. When both friends feel like they are growing together, it strengthens the bond and makes the friendship even more valuable. Reminiscing about old memories is another powerful way to keep a long-distance friendship meaningful. Looking back on shared experiences, inside jokes, and unforgettable moments from the past helps reinforce the emotional connection. Revisiting old photos, videos, or messages from previous years can bring a sense of nostalgia and remind both friends of how special their bond truly is. You can even plan a memory night where you go through past memories together on a call, reliving fun and meaningful times. Finally, always express appreciation and gratitude for the friendship. Sometimes people assume that their friends already know how much they mean to them, but it never hurts to say it out loud. A simple message like, "I'm really grateful to have you as a friend," or "talking to you always makes my day better," can strengthen the emotional bond and make the friendship feel even more meaningful. Expressing appreciation reinforces the value of the relationship and reassures both friends that the connection is worth maintaining no matter the distance. Keeping a long-distance friendship exciting and meaningful requires effort, creativity, and emotional investment. When both friends are committed to making the relationship dynamic, engaging, and heartfelt, the distance becomes less significant, and the bond remains as strong as ever. At score. Friendship is not defined by physical proximity, but by the depth of connection, trust, and effort invested in it. A long-distance friendship may come with challenges, but when both friends are willing to nurture it with communication, trust, support, and meaningful experiences, the bond can remain just as strong, if not stronger, than friendships where distance is not a factor. True friendship transcends miles, time zones, and the limits of physical presence. It is built on consistency, understanding, and the ability to adapt and grow together even when apart. When two people genuinely care about each other, they find ways to make their friendship thrive despite the obstacles. So if you have a friend who is far away, cherish them. Make the effort, stay present in their life, and remind them that no amount of distance can weaken the connection you share. Because in the end, true friendship is not about being together all the time, it's about never letting go, no matter how far apart you may be.